In your headlines, Minister of Tourism gives assurance for the tourism industry. Illegal migrants spotted on landfill, and PTV bids farewell to first retiree. Hello, Turks and Caicos. Welcome to News Watch. I'm Latoya Walken, your anchor for Friday's newscast. News Watch starts right now. With the many changes that are soon to take place in the tourism industry, Minister of Tourism Honorable Josephine Connolly offered some assurance to the public during this week's House of Assembly sitting. Delana Isles with Friday's leading report.
Minister Josephine Connolly was at the time presenting her ministerial statement in the House of Assembly on Tuesday this week. She first addressed Grand Turk and the government's work to revive the island's economy.
Since the announcement of the government's desire for vacant or partially occupied homes to be regulated and operated as short-term rentals on Grand Turk, as a means of additional accommodation, the residents of Grand Turk have responded. As of Friday, October 18, 2021, we have received 70 applications. Of those registering interest in the program, with some 211 rooms in total. Mr. Speaker, this will also provide the opportunity for Grand Turk and for the Turks and Caicos Islanders to truly benefit from tourism and hospitality activity. My people of Grand Turk, we have heard your cries and we are determined to bring to you to the table for a piece of the tourism pie. Mr. Speaker, this is teaching our people to fish and not waiting on a fish. That's true empowerment. Mr. Speaker, this brings the government closer to one of the ultimate goals of attracting international airlift to the island of Grand Turk. This is one of the critical steps in ensuring that we position the island to accommodate expected arrivals as promotions and marketing strategies are put in place. This is just the beginning, as we intend to strategically go through the island chain step by step, providing these benefits for other Turks and Caicos Islanders. No man left behind.
The minister also touched on the hot topic in the country at the moment, that of the government's decision to dismantle the Tourist Board and reshape it into a Destination Management Organization, DMO.
Mr. Speaker, I'll just touch briefly on the DMO. It seems to be the sexiest subject on the island at the moment. And Mr. Speaker, I don't make mistakes, especially when it comes to my people. I do my research, and I am saying that I am going to introduce a DMO. I'm going to take the tourist board out of the dark ages and bring it into the bright light. And I'm not going to go into any detail, but I want the leader of the opposition to know that we are redefining the tourist board, and he will see it very soon. So, Mr. Speaker, and I also want to thank the Premier during my absence for quite eloquently addressing some of the issues surrounding the DMO.
For PTV News Watch, I'm Delana Isles.
The Turks and Caicos Islands Governor, His Excellency Nigel Dakin, on Thursday, October 28, 2021, became a citizen of his wife's home country. Take a look. His Excellency Nigel Dakin is now a citizen of Barbados. Commenting on his new status, he stated, quote, I married a Bajan 34 years ago and have been on the island of Barbados every year since then. We have a home here, and it's been a place that over the years has become a place I genuinely love and somewhere I associate not with work but with family, friends, spending quality time with both and with ourselves. Barbados has elected its first ever president as it prepares to become a republic, removing Queen Elizabeth as head of state. Dame Sandra Mason, 72, is set to be sworn in on November 30th, which will mark the country's 55th anniversary of independence from Britain. The first woman to serve on the Barbados Court of Appeals, Dame Sandra, has been Governor General since 2018. The government announced the plan to move to a republic status last year. It said, quote, the time had come for Barbados to fully leave our colonial past behind, end quote. The change has already been recommended by a constitutional review in 1998. The historic election came after a joint session of the House of Assembly and the Senate on Wednesday, Prime Minister Mia Mottley described the vote as a seminal moment for the nation.
A quick break, but don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more News Watch.
This is a reminder that all PTV service accounts are due on the first day of each month. Accounts should be brought up to date by the 28th of the month to avoid disruption in service. Payments may be made on our office at Stubbs Diamond Plaza, Providenciales, Mides Plaza, North Caicos, and Airport Road in South Caicos. Payments may also be made online using Scotiabank, CIBC First Caribbean Bank, and Royal Bank of Canada. Please allow 3 business days for online payments to be processed. We thank you for your cooperation.
Welcome back to News Watch. Authorities are investigating the latest illegal vessel to have successfully made landfall with migrants out into the community. The details in this next report. The landing of an illegal vessel Wednesday, October 27, 2021, around 7:30 p.m., now being investigated by police and immigration officials. According to the police control room, the vessel landed in Northwest Point area in Providenciales, and persons suspected to be irregular migrants were seen in the dump site area. The last attempt illegal migrants made to breach the borders of the TCI was intercepted with several irregular migrants on board when reports of a suspicious vessel were made to the police on Thursday, September 16th, shortly after 7 p.m. As a result, Marine Branch officers of the Royal Turks and Caicos Islands Police Force were swiftly dispatched to the scene. Police said the vessel was first spotted making its way through the Sandboard Channel towards the northwestern side of Providenciales. The 15 men, 3 women, and 1 minor were subsequently taken to the Sud Dock Port and handed over to the Immigration Task Force for processing. Since then, has returned to their homeland. While authorities continue to investigate this week's landing, residents are asked to be vigilant and report any suspicious activity to the police on 911 or call Crime Stoppers anonymously at 1-800-8477-TIPS and tell them what you know. The Long Bay High School this week launched a mentorship program for young boys. Take a look.
The Louise Garland Thomas High School, previously known as the Long Bay High, has implemented a boys' mentorship program aimed at giving preteen and teenage boys a chance to become meaningful members of society. According to a news report by Newsline TCI, Dr. Vivian Otonier, one of the teachers at the school, is spearheading the program. Dr. Otonier explains that the school chose young adult males as mentors because it would be easier for the school-age boys to relate to them. She explains that boys need to be encouraged so that they can unleash their full potential and be people that will be resourceful for the future. The program will be a once-a-week session whereby young, responsible men will come into the school and speak with the teens in a judgment-free environment. A large part of the mentorship program is for the boys to ask questions and to tell their own stories, gain insights, and receive guidance. In recent weeks, the government has openly addressed the issue of young men and boys being in crisis, chiefly turning to a life of crime at an early age. Recently, the Department of Social Development and Welfare hosted a boys' seminar in Providenciales and Grand Turk for at-risk boys, with the same intention, that of showing young men that they can be productive and successful, and that someone cares. Providing some statistics at that time, the department had said that juvenile delinquency has increased in the past few years, and that at-risk youth appear to be at the center of criminal activities in the Turks and Caicos Islands. They said school officials have confirmed that young men in particular are wreaking havoc on school compounds. They are involved, they say, in gang-related activities, using marijuana, fighting, and disrespecting authority figures. For PTV News Watch, I'm Delana Isles.
A quick break, but don't go anywhere. More News Watch when we return.
This is a reminder that all PTV service accounts are due on the first day of each month. Accounts should be brought up to date by the 28th of the month to avoid disruption in service. Payments may be made on our office at Stubbs Diamond Plaza, Providenciales, Mides Plaza, North Caicos, and Airport Road in South Caicos. Payments may also be made online using Scotiabank, CIBC First Caribbean Bank, and Royal Bank of Canada. Please allow 3 business days for online payments to be processed. We thank you for your cooperation.
Mixed weather patterns across the Turks and Caicos Islands. Here's your weekend weather forecast. Starting in the nation's capital, Grand Turk, on Saturday, partly cloudy skies, high 85, low 80, winds still southeast at 10 to 20 miles per hour. On Sunday, mainly sunny skies, high 85, low 80, winds southeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. On Monday, mainly sunny skies, high 86, low 79, winds east southeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. South Caicos on Saturday, sunshine and mixed clouds, high 85, low 80, winds still southeast at 10 to 20 miles per hour. On Sunday, mainly sunny skies, high 85, low 80, winds southeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. On Monday, mainly sunny skies, high 85, low 79, winds east southeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. North and Middle Caicos on Saturday, partly cloudy skies, high 87, low 79, winds southeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. On Sunday, mainly sunny skies, high 86, low 79, winds southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. On Monday, mostly sunny skies, high 85, low 79, winds east at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Parrot and Pine Key on Saturday, partly cloudy skies, high 86, low 80, winds still southeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. On Sunday, mostly sunny skies, high 85, low 79, winds still southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. On Monday, mostly sunny skies, high 85, low 79, winds east at 10 to 15 miles per hour. And on Providenciales on Saturday, partly cloudy skies, high 86, low 80, winds southeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. On Sunday, mostly sunny skies, high 85, low 79, winds southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And on Monday, mostly sunny skies, high 85, low 79, winds east at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Time now for your sunrise and sunset. Sunrise at 6:54 a.m., sunset at 6:13 p.m. For your high tides and low tides, high tides 3:21 a.m., 3:44 p.m. For your low tides, 9:25 a.m., 10:05 p.m. Time now for your hurricane outlook. For the North Atlantic Caribbean Sea in the Gulf of Mexico, a strong low-pressure system located several hundred miles south-southwest of Cape Race, Newfoundland, is producing showers and a few thunderstorms. However, the low is still attached to a front and therefore remains non-tropical. The low is expected to move eastward and then southeastward towards slightly warmer waters during the next few days, and it could lose its associated fronts and acquire some subtropical characteristics over the weekend or early next week while over the central Atlantic. And that's it for your weather forecast and hurricane outlook. We'll be right back with more News Watch.
Here at People's Television, we're more than just your leading news and entertainment services. We are
spreading the gospel.
We are breaking barriers.
We are preserving the culture. Each one, teach one.
We are committed to excellence.
We're creating change.
We are creating memories.
We are the future.
I am PTV.
I am PTV. I am PTV.
I am PTV.
We are PTV.
We are continuing the legacy. We are PTV.
PTV bids farewell to the company's first retiree, customer service representative Alice Rigby, who says while she will miss her co-workers and customers, she is ready to enter this new season of her life. Take a look.
Alice Rigby has been a customer service representative for 7 years at People's Television and has now become the first employee to retire from the company. She says the moment is bittersweet. Bitter because she is leaving a second family and co-workers that she adores. And sweet because she just can't wait to see what this new chapter of life has in store.
It's a new season. And I'm interested to know what God is going to do in this new season. And whatever he does in this new season, I'm going to just go along.
She speaks about the most rewarding part of her 7 years on the job.
You know, if people working at cable companies and you see them go to work, you don't know what, they do. You don't know how, but I enjoy it. I've learned a whole lot of new stuff at PTV. So PTV was a learning experience for me. And I have a wealth of knowledge just by working at PTV for these 7 years.
Rigby says her decision to retire was something that she'd thought about earlier on in life and always knew that it would come around this time, as she feels she has done her due diligence as a mother. She says it is now me time.
I prayed about this and I talked about this a while back with my family, especially my kids. I told them at 65, I'm going to retire. I think I did everything that I could, that I should have done for my children. And now it's time for me to do something different. And like I say, God says in his word, many are the plans of a man's heart, but God's purpose prevail. So now I'm willing for God's purpose in my life to be seen.
When asked what she was looking forward to most within her retirement, she shared that traveling, spending time with family, and volunteer work are definitely on the list.
I like teaching because I teach at church with the children's ministry. So I like that. I enjoy that. I'm going to spend Christmas with my mom and my siblings and my daughters and grandchildren for Christmas. And then I'm coming back, and then I'm going to Canada with my other daughter and grandchildren.
She says she intends to share her time between the Bahamas, the TCI, and Canada, where most of her family members reside.
First off, to my PTV family, a big, hearty thank you for whatever role you have played in my being here at PTV. I say thanks. And to my customers, I say thank you all. Y'all have been great. I will miss you. Just as I will miss my PTV family, I will miss you all. But I wish you Godspeed.
She says she'd just like to encourage everyone to keep in touch, check in, and continue to put their best foot forward.
While he said you remain steadfast in their promise to avoid mandating the COVID-19 vaccine, it seems privately employed Bahamians are going through with it over in that country. Here's the latest.
They are referring to it as the war of the vaccinated and the unvaccinated, as members of the private business community of the Bahamas is accused of laying off their unvaccinated employees for failure of taking the COVID-19 jab.
I receive some calls from workers from various employment agencies that where they was working, concerning them not being allowed to work, or they have been forced to take a vaccine if they want to work on the job.
Pastor Glenroy Bethel, president of the Families for Justice organization in Freeport, says persons have been ringing in from a number of major organizations accusing the companies of issuing an ultimatum to their employees to either become vaccinated or be terminated altogether. However, he says this is a breach of the employee's constitutional right.
We are going to challenge this. And when I say we, our organization as Families for Justice, we are going to challenge this along with a lot of those persons who believe that their constitutional rights has been violated. Okay? We are going to put a stop to this because why? These companies is not above the law. These companies is violating the rights of Bahamians in Freeport, Grand Bahama, and we will not put up with it.
Despite their rising death toll, a large number of the Bahamian population has shown hesitancy toward being vaccinated against the COVID-19 virus. However, Pastor Bethel says constitutionally, everyone has a right to either choice.
If you decide that you want to be vaccinated, that is your rights under the Constitution. If I decide that I don't want to be vaccinated, it is my right under the Constitution, which is the supreme law in the land, the highest law in the land. So you should not be pressuring an individual under the Constitution of the Bahamas that you're forcing them to take a vaccination, and then if they don't take it, you fire them, okay, or you lay them off. And so we are going to challenge this.
At the moment, the Bahamian government has not placed into law the mandatory vaccination of its citizens, and there is no word on whether this new government intends to do so.
This concludes today's edition of Newswatch. Remember, you can visit our website at www.ptvatci.com or join us every weekday at 6:30 p.m. I'm Latoya Walken signing out until next time.